could revolutionize the meeting planning process is Bradley Perman of SpeedRFP.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to introduce my co-presenter, Kelly Foy, CEO of Elite Meetings International and SpeedRFP.
Thanks, Brad. Hi, everyone. We are really excited today to share with you our newest technology, SpeedRFP. It's a product we are confident will revolutionize the meetings industry starting in the first quarter of 2010. Before we dive in, though, let's get some perspective on the market and take a quick look at the value of the meetings industry. According to the U.S. Travel Association, meetings, conferences, and incentive travel represent $100 billion per year, and that's just in the U.S. alone. So how does the process work? How does a hotel get selected for hosting a sales conference, a trade show, or incentive trip? Every meeting or event is a business deal between a meeting planner and a hotel. Each deal begins with a business ritual called Request for Proposal, or RFP. The RFP is an extremely detailed document that specifies all of the needs of an upcoming event, and the buyer, the meeting planner, sends out the RFP to select sellers or hotels as an invitation to bid on their business. To illustrate why SpeedRFP is an industry-changing innovation, let's discuss how the process works today without SpeedRFP. There are 4 ways that RFPs arrive at hotels. Some meeting planners just pick up the phone and call their contacts at the hotel and give them the RFP information over the phone. Sometimes they actually fax the information in. Most of the time, though, they email the RFPs to the hotels. And the 4th method is through online RFP forms, which is the most advanced method, although holds the greatest potential to take advantage of the Internet's power. And yet, many independent hotels and even hotel chains, they still must rekey the RFPs into their systems because they're not connected to the hotel CRM. Therefore, most online RFP forms aren't an efficient solution for meeting planners or hotels. Even though most hotel websites currently offer an online RFP form, most planners still email their forms in. And most of the 18% that have always used online RFP forms say that they're still inconvenient and they only use them because their corporate office requires them to. So why is the adoption of RFPs online so slow and so low? Here are the most common complaints we've heard. Planners have to rekey their information over and over again. Online RFP forms are not standardized, and sometimes they don't even capture enough information on the event. On the other side of the transaction, the hotel sales team has surprisingly similar complaints. Communication between the planner and hotel is often clumsy and slow. There's no integration with the sales CRM, and many times there's often insufficient information to create the proposal. RFPs get lost in email inboxes or in spam filters, and sometimes the hotel's even paying an unreasonable commission or transaction fee. So let's look at the RFP process as it exists today.
So a meeting planner searches the web for a hotel or resort for an upcoming sales meeting, finds a hotel that might work for the event, and then navigate to the hotel website and find the online form. Here's an example. Then takes his time to fill out his personal information and all of his event specs, number of people, number of nights, and as many details as the form allows. Now keep in mind, planning meetings and events involves hundreds of details, so the process of completing an RFP form takes a while. This step can take anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on the detail that the form requires. And that's just for one hotel. He may have to repeat this process on other sites, and might take another 5 to 20 minutes for each of those sites. You can see why planners aren't adopting online forms. It's no wonder that planners just create an RFP in a Word document and send it to a hotel via email. On the hotel side, the RFP arrives in an email inbox, and once the RFP is rekeyed into the sales system, the proposal is built and then emailed back to the planner. The power of the Internet isn't being harnessed in this process. An ideal system would increase control and automation, save time for both the planner and the hotelier, and keep them in direct communication with each other. And that's exactly what SpeedRFP does. Now let's look at this process with SpeedRFP in place. Planner searches for a hotel on a guide website, which returns a few options. After reviewing a bit of information, he selects a hotel that meets his event criteria and then finds the Submit RFP button. As you can see, there's a lot of information on this form that needs to be filled out. But he can get a lot of it out of the way in the very beginning by logging in with his SpeedRFP credentials. He puts in his email address and his password. Then, once authenticated, his contact information is filled into the form automatically for him. Now on to the rest of the form. As we mentioned, RFPs require many details and there are lots of moving parts. He can't get away from filling in this information the first time, but at least he knows it's not wasted time, because the information he enters here will be available on every other SpeedRFP-enabled website that he visits. Imagine the pain that a planner must feel having to fill in the same information over and over again, from room requirements to details such as event type, insurance requirements, proposal deadlines, and any other special requests, all of which make up a typical event profile. All of this information is necessary for hotels to be able to quickly and accurately respond with a proposal. Once the details are in, he clicks the Continue button. He has a chance to confirm and review his RFP, and with one more click, the RFP is sent directly to the hotel. Now, when he lands on the next hotel RFP form, he's already signed in. As you can see, this is the same familiar form that he saw on the previous site. But instead of filling out the form all over again, he's able to harness the power of SpeedRFP and copy the information that he filled in the first time. So with only one click, he's completed the entire SpeedRFP form and saved himself time and frustration. One more click, and he's confirming his details, and he's ready to move on. Now on his third website, again, you'll see there's no need to re-enter his information. He's already signed in, he clicks copy, and his information goes right into the form. So SpeedRFP can be used on any website that wants to accept RFPs. Chain hotel or independent hotel websites, online guides, convention and visitors bureaus, online travel agencies, and more. In fact, the entire RFP experience that you've just seen can be implemented with 3 lines of HTML code on the host website. And with only these 3 lines, any website is immediately accepting RFPs and is compliant with industry standards. SpeedRFP also provides two-way integration with hotel sales CRM systems and allows them to respond to messages or proposals from their native environment, saving them critical time. Hoteliers can also retrieve and respond to RFPs using SpeedRFP from any internet-connected machine.
One of SpeedRFP's strengths as an innovation is that it's easy to adopt for both the buyer and the seller. For hotels, it doesn't require tedious integration because it's only 3 lines of code, and that creates the entire SpeedRFP experience. Sign up is easy for the meeting planner too, because account creation actually happens as part of the SpeedRFP submission process. But most importantly, it has untethered the RFP transaction process and made it modular, offering a free, brand-neutral, independent PayPal-style plugin that gives buyers and sellers enormous control and time savings. Now, this might be the first time a free software as a service has been applied to the meetings industry, but as you all know, it's been proven successful in many areas. Offering a free version of SpeedRFP to hotels is critical in building mass adoption by the meeting planners, as it makes using an online form the easiest and most effective way to submit an RFP. This is going to be one of the key drivers of viral adoption of SpeedRFP. There are 2 fee-based versions of SpeedRFP available to hotels which offer advanced features for an affordable annual subscription that costs less than a latte a day or a 3-night stay at a hotel. Of course, the objective is to convert them to paying subscribers on the professional or enterprise versions of SpeedRFP. And we know hoteliers are really excited about SpeedRFP. It embodies what the meeting planners want and what they need. The hoteliers know that if their website's RFP process is easier and more functional for the meeting planner, they'll receive more group business as a result. We already have agreements in place to implement SpeedRFP for Starwood Hotels and Resorts, American Express, Destination Hotels and Resorts, EliteMeetings.com, and we're in conversations with most of the major hotel chains and expect to announce more in the coming weeks and months. Meeting planners and hoteliers alike want an online solution that makes their job easier and saves time. We believe SpeedRFP is that solution. It's a potential game-changing technology that could drive an enormous shift in the way meeting professionals and hotels do business in this critical multi-billion-dollar segment of the travel industry. Thank you all very much for taking time to learn more about SpeedRFP, and we look forward to speaking with many of you over the next couple of days.
Thanks,
Bradley Perman, SpeedRFP. Thank you.